Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve the 38th question from CBSE Class 10, 2023-24, sample question paper set 2 for Mathematics Standard with subject code 041, section E, which is case study based questions where each question is of 4 marks. Now this question is from the coordinate geometry chapter. The students of class 10 of a secondary school have been allotted a rectangular plot of land for their gardening activity. Saplings are being planted on the boundary at a distance of 1 meter from each other. There is a triangular grassy lawn in the plot as shown in the figure. The students are to row seeds of flowering plants on the remaining area of the plot. If a tree is to be planted exactly in the middle of the triangle PQR, that is at the centroid of triangle PQR, to give shade to the people sitting in the lawn, then find the coordinates of the point where the tree should be planted. Now here in this question we have to find out the centroid of the triangle PQR. Now centroid is a point inside the triangle where all the three medians meet or intersect each other. So for example, if I am going to draw a median from point R to the midpoint of PQ, it is a first median. Similarly, I'll draw a median from P and Q. So the point where all the three medians meet is called as a centroid. Now before we can proceed to find the centroid of the triangle, let us write the coordinates of the points P, Q and R. Now the coordinate of point P is 3 on the x-axis and 3 on the y-axis. So we have written here x, y as 3, 3. Similarly for Q the coordinates are 8, 2 and for R it is 6, 5. Now once we have got this, let us write down the formula for centroid of a triangle. So the centroid is denoted as capital G and its formula is given as x1 plus x2 plus x3 over 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Now here I have considered the coordinates of P as x1 and y1, coordinates of Q as x2, y2 and for R x3, y3. Now let us begin by substituting the values of x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2 and y3. So x1, x2 and x3 we have as 3 plus 8 plus 6 divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 we have 3 plus 2 plus 5 divided by 3. Now let us add the numerators. So we get the x coordinate of the centroid as 3 plus 8 plus 6 is 17 over 3 and 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 10 divided by 3. So this is the x and y coordinate of the centroid G. Let us move on to the second sub-question. What type of triangle is formed by the grass lawn? Now we have to find out whether this is an equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, isosceles triangle or so on. And to do that we need to find out the length of each side of this triangle. Let us concentrate on the side PR. Now to find out the length, let us make a right angle triangle from point P till point R. So let us take this as point E. Now the length of PE is nothing but the difference between the y coordinates of these 2 points. So here it's going to be 5 minus 3, so it is 2. Similarly, to find out the length between ER, we are going to subtract their x coordinates. So the x coordinate of R is at 6 and E is at 3. So 6 minus 3 will give us a length of 3. Now since PER is a right angle triangle, we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem to find out the length of PR. So let me write here. So the hypotenuse is PR, so PR square is equal to ER square plus PE square. Now ER we got it as 3, so 3 square plus PE is 2 square. So taking the square on the other side of equal to sign, we get PR is equal to square root of 3 square plus 2 square, which is 13. So the length of PR we got is square root of 13. Next, let us find out the length of QR. So similarly, we are going to draw a right angle triangle between these 2 points. And let us take this point as F. So 5 minus 2, that is y coordinates of these 2 points, gives us 3. Or you can also count the block, that is 1, 2 and 3. And the distance between R and F is 2 blocks. So it is going to be 2. And this is right angled at point F. So QR is the hypotenuse here and these 2 lengths were the same as for PR. So here again QR we are going to get it as square root of 13. Next let us find out the length of PQ. So let us form a right angle triangle between these 2 points and take the point here as G. So this is right angled at point G. So here the height is going to be 1 block and the width is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So again, using the Pythagoras theorem, the length of PQ is going to be square root of 1 square plus pi square, which is nothing but 26. Now we can clearly see that the side PR is same as side QR. So it is definitely an isosceles triangle. Let us also check that if this is a right angle triangle or not. So since PQ is the longest side, that is square root of 26, let us consider point R as to be 90 degree, that is right angle triangle. So using the Pythagoras theorem, we can write, so the side PR is equal to QR is equal to square root of 13. And let us check if the square of these two sides is equal to the third side. So if this condition is satisfied, then we can say that PQR is a right angle triangle as well. So PQ square is square root of 26 squared is equal to PR square, so square root of 13 square, plus QR square, so again square root of 13 square. So square of the square root disappears and we have 26 on the left hand side. And here again the square root disappears, we have 13 plus 13. So now the left hand side is also 26 and 13 plus 13 is also 26. Which means the triangle PQR is going to be a right angle triangle along with being isosceles. So let us write here, the given triangle PQR is isosceles right angled triangle. You can also use the distance formula to find out the length of PQ, QR and PR, or you can use the method which I showed in this video. Let us move on to the third sub question. Find the area of the plot in which the students have to row the seeds. Now the total area of the plot is a rectangle, and out of that the triangle PQR has occupied the grassy lawn. So the students can row the seeds anywhere around this triangle within this rectangle. So here we can write the area of the plot to row the seeds is area of the rectangle ABCD, that is the total area, minus the area of the triangle PQR. Now their respective formulae is written, that is area of rectangle is represented by length times width and area of triangle is 1 over 2 times base times height. Now let us see what is the length and width of the rectangle. Now here for ABCD, AB represents the length, and here from point A, which is at 0, till point B, which is at 13, the total length is 13 meters. Similarly, the width is going to be from point A till point D, starting at 0 and ending at point 9. So the total width is going to be 9 meters. So let us substitute here 13 times 9. So this gives us the area of the rectangle. And to find out the area of triangle, we know that it is a right angle triangle, right angled at point R. And these were the lengths of the sides of the triangle which we had got in the previous question. So here we will consider the base as QR and height as PR. So we are going to substitute here. 1 over 2 times base is square root of 13 times the perpendicular height is square root of 13. Now 13 times 9 gives us 117 minus 1 over 2 times square root of 13 times square root of 13 gives us 13. Now let us further simplify this. We get 117 minus half of 13 is going to be 6.5. So 117 minus 6.5 gives us 110.5 and the unit is meter square. So we got the area where the students can row the seeds. Now let us move on to the OR question. If a special flowering plant has to be planted at a point which divides the line joining the points C and Q in the ratio 2:3, then find the coordinates of the point where this plant will be planted. So let us draw a line joining the points Q and C first. And let us say that there is a point on the line over here and represent it as S and consider its coordinates as x, y. Now this point divides the line QC in the ratio 2:3. So here we have to use the section formula to find out the coordinates of point S. So let us first find out the coordinates of point Q and point C. So over here the coordinate of Q is, the x coordinate is 8 and the y coordinate is 2. Similarly, finding the coordinate of C, we have the x coordinate as 13 and the y coordinate is 9. Now once we have found this, let us consider 8, 2 as x1, y1 and 13, 9 as x2, y2. And 2 becomes our m2, which we are going to use in the section formula, and 3 becomes m1. Now next, let us write down the section formula, which is given as Sx, y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 over m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 over m1 plus m2. Now for easy reference, I have written the coordinates of Q and C as well as the values of m1 and m2. So let us substitute over here. So m1 is 3 times x2 is going to be 13 plus m2 is 2 and x1 is 8 divided by m1 plus m2 is 3 plus 2. Similarly, m1 times y2 is 3 times 9 plus m2 y1 is 2 times 2 divided by 3 plus 2. Now let us simplify this further. So here in the numerator we get 3 times 13 is 39 plus 2 times 8 is 16 divided by 3 plus 2 is 5 and 3 times 9 is 27 plus 2 times 2 is 4 divided by 5. Now finally let us add the numerators. So we have here 39 plus 16, which is 55 divided by 5, comma 27 plus 4 gives us 31 divided by 5. Next 55 over 5 gives us 11 and 31 over 5 is not divisible, so we will keep it as 31 over 5. So this is the coordinate of the point where we need to plant the flowering plant. I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. If you know any other way of solving this example, do comment below. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.